And we are live. Good evening, hello, and welcome to another blistering episode of Spruecast. Unfortunately, Gil can't be with us tonight. He's with his family enjoying some fun and festivities. And so it's myself, Gordon, and Josh with you this evening. And we've got quite a few things that we're going to talk about tonight. So where to begin? So many things to talk about. I've even got a lined notepad so that I can, let me bring the camera up so that people can see me. I need to go this way a bit. That's it. Right. Okay, so first of all, I want to apologise for last week. Sorry, couldn't make it. I wasn't very well. I had a very high blood sugar because I'm diabetic, and I was really quite unwell. And I ended up going to bed early. So apologies for not turning up last week. That's that out of the way. Now then, we are just looking down my notes very quickly. So I think, first of all, we're going to have a look at what we've been working on this week. I've been working on quite a bit. Well, I say quite a bit. I've been working on the Rolls-Royce Continental 2, Phantom 2 Continental, sorry. And I'm going to bring the camera back down. And I'm very, very pleased how it's turned out. Anyone that's been following me will realise the kit is not a great fitting kit. I've had lots of issues with it, and we're just going to bring up the screen so we can have a closer look at it. Bear with me. There we go. So I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. It is a 1/16 scale kit. Let me just bring the microphone in a bit. Got some nice detail I've done on the engine, and then the seats I done yesterday, and I'm quite pleased I've done some the detail work on the leather arms there. I don't know if you can just see it on this bottom one here, the little silver sort of work on the arms. Still got a little bit to do there. Got the other seats to go in. As I say, I'm really enjoying it, actually. Just a shame that the kit doesn't fit very well. It's nothing you can't get round, so to speak. And so that's the Rolls-Royce Continental. That's what I've been working on. The F-35 still hasn't made any further progress. My paint has come in now. I ordered some MRP paint and the spec was FS 36118. That's the number for the MRP paint should you want to paint an F-35. That's the number I'm using. So I've got that to do. But apart from that, it's that's what I've done. Haven't done an awful lot more. Lots of stuff going on. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know there's lots of us that do modelling, and I wish you all a good day. So now we're going to move on to who wants to go first, Josh or
Gordon? I'm busy.
Gordon's going first.
Right. What have I been working on? Well, I've been doing a little bit more on that.
Oh, that looks nice. Is that a Fat Boy Low?
No. It's that.
That side. That side on it looked so much like Fat Boy Low Harley Davidson.
Yeah. So
let's not say that too loud, okay? Let's not say that too loud.
It's a Japanese copy, shall we say? But I've been doing a bit more on the old 109.
Oh, that's looking nice.
And last night I did some more on my spit.
Yeah, that's looking nice as well. I like the you've done some the chipping detail where they jump up on the wings and get into the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice stuff, Gordon.
And I dug a kit out some time ago and decided, well, it's time to have a go at doing a shelf queen.
Is that a Jet Provost?
Yeah, it's a Jet Provost T Mark 3, Mark 4.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I'm just reaching the stage now where I can slightly start to recognise planes. There we go. We're looking down in the cockpit there. It's
I've done that, and I'm working on a couple of ejector seats at the minute.
Are they the kit ones, or are they aftermarket?
It's the fly kit, so you get the basic airframe is plastic, and everything in the cockpits, the intakes, the undercarriage, the wheels and stuff is resin.
Yeah. Fly kits are very. There's so much with them.
It's like with your Westix, right? Yeah, you get the basic kit in plastic, but all the detail parts are all in resin or photo etch. But they do the T3, T38, T4, and the T5, which is basically like the Strike Master and stuff. But for saying it's a limited run kit with butt joints and stuff, and no pin alignments or anything like that. A quick swift sand with a sanding stick, and it's gone together really nice.
Yeah, that's you've done a nice job of that primer there. Is that primed, or that's primed, isn't it?
That's primer.
Damn, that's a nice smooth finish on that.
Yeah, and it's my go-to stuff, Alfred's.
Oh, right. Well, we all have our go-to products. So, is that it, Gordon? Any more, or?
No, that's it. Basically, what I've been tinkering with this week.
So that brings us round to Josh.
So I haven't really been able to do a lot. I've been kind of getting ready for this weekend, but I started putting the yellow on the body.
I like that. I like that color.
It's it's the Wicked paint, so shows up really, really cool. I got to do the hood, the front grille, and the two bodies, or the side bodies in yellow. But that's kind of what I've been working on. And I've gotten a couple things in, but they're not, I got this helicopter and a bunch of stuff for my son. I really have a lot of time out here. I did refurbish an AC out here, so I'm not sweating to death while we do the podcast.
All right, you got a lot of hot weather at the moment, then.
Yeah, it's just warm in here.
Yeah.
So they have these little bitty.
I've seen them. Is that the one that the water goes in the back?
No, the side. But
the side. Are they any good? Right, that's a no. The fact that you had to pause for like 5 seconds.
So for where I'm at right now, if I wasn't this close to it, no. Like it's blowing cool air, so it's at least that.
Yeah, we see them all over at the moment. Those little cube things. There you go.
When it's 90 in here, it will work better. I found out if you put ice cubes in the little water dispenser, it really gets it cold.
Yeah,
I'll make it work.
So it works well, but it costs you 300 quid a week in ice.
No.
So moving on then, we're now going to have a quick look at any kits we may have bought this week. Josh has already. Have you got any more? Or
I do, but they're in the house. I got my son a bunch of sprue kits and the bat boat thing from the second Batman movie.
Oh, right.
I bought a thing of paintbrushes, and I'll show that next week.
Right, that's fair enough. Gordon, you bought anything this week?
I'm on me.
Mark. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let me just. I was doing so well and all. Let me go over to that. Oh man, you had to show that, you bloody show off. Had to bring out that B17 in 1/48 scale. Look at it; it's a monster.
Yep. My B52 is a monster. That's just a micro machine.
Why? What? You got a B52? What scale is it?
Yeah, I've got B52 in the kitchen.
So you know which one I'm talking about.
Which one is he talking about? I don't know which one you're talking about.
That airplane, but I have the big box.
You've got the original monogram boxing of it then.
What is it? 1/48?
No, it's 72nd scale.
So you said, hold on, are you saying that the 72nd scale B52 is bigger than that 1/48 B17?
Oh yeah, I'll say it. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
See, and then if Gordon just puts them side by side, that would be the big one that I have. Yeah.
Damn. I'm really shocked. Jesus. I'm lost for words now. That is. So, how does that compare to my AWACS?
Your AWACS?
Yeah, because that's a beast.
So, how does an AWACS compare to a B52? I'll show you.
Excellent. I've got to everyone listening, I've got a B52. I'm just curious, why have we got no text? Are the messages coming through?
I don't know.
It just says we've got 4 people watching and no text.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the AWACS, the same one I've got, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the
77. That's 76. So the B52 is bigger.
AWACS, and that's.
Yeah, the B52 is much bigger then. Not by much, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, mine's sort of half done. The engines are done. It's in a dry fit stage at the moment. The wings are all together, taped. The fuselages are together, taped. And I've got some LEDs going in at the moment. I will probably, once the Rolls Royce is finished, I'll get the AWACS out and show everyone. So let me move the screen back to us all. Come on. There we go. So now we can. So Gordon's. We saw what you did. We see what you'd bought, Gordon, or
Well, I picked that up as well.
oh yes, that is the Challenger.
Challenger 2 Magnetron.
Right.
The rifle models one, the new release.
That is a nice looking tank. Has it got interior work on it, or
Nope, not allowed to produce it. And I picked myself another bike kit up.
oh, very nice.
I've heard good things about that kit. That's
GP said Ninja.
Yeah.
I'm what have we got going here? My apologies. Bear with me a minute. Angela. It's me dad. Can you answer that? Apologies for that phone call coming in. So I've lost my train of thought.
Mark, what have you bought?
Right, so
And we're on Gordon.
I've bought just one kit, I think, this week. I'm just double checking. I bought this.
We can't see you, Mark. It's on Gordon.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what happens when you get something unexpected. It's just through me. So I've bought this.
Oh yeah, that's a cool planes. Really?
It's a truly beautiful kit. So I got this for £75, and then I had to pay. I think I paid about £7 because I had it insured for the postage. And I am going to show it off a little bit. So I will be doing a review of sorts, although Phil Flory's already built this kit on his channel. So I'm not showing you everything. I'm just showing you what you get for your money. It's, a beautiful, yes, a lot of the plastic is in one bag, but, I'll work around that. I'll sort that out. It's no big deal. We're modelers, and that's what we do. So just correcting scratches and that. And then you get all this. It's chocked full of so many different things. So you've got the resin, all these resin parts, wheels, where the rotors sit. I don't even know what that bit is, but yeah, more rotor stuff. And then you've got this resin over here as well, which is switches and toggles and all stuff to do with instrumentation. I'll just open this and show you one of the. So I believe these are all like switches and toggles and stuff like that. There's loads of them. There's so much in here. Then you've got all your clear pieces, of which there's quite a bit. I haven't had these out of the packet yet. I will when I do a full sort of review, but I'm told they are crystal clear.
Yeah, they are.
And just looking through the polythene as well, there's no distortion, so I've got no reason to doubt what people are saying. Then you've got this very, very, very fine styrene, which has been done separately to the big scale stuff. I don't know why, but you know, they've obviously done it for a reason. And then you've got on top of that, you've got some photo etch there. More than just that, you've got that piece there. Then you've got, I don't know how many sheets. I'm not opening it up now, but I think, Gordon, can you remember how many sheets of photo etch there is with this kit?
I think there's the one big sheet of photo. Well, that one sheet of photo etch with it is just basically the grills and the mesh, and
Yeah,
that sheet is printed paper seats.
yeah, they're the printed paper seats. Then you've got this photo etch sheet with the grills and that you're on, but then behind that, no, it's not gonna. I can see another sheet, maybe two. I'm not quite sure. I should really just look in the instructions. Then you've got, I'm guessing they're the instructions, and the one that I'm doing, and the whole reason why I wanted this kit. And I've been after this for a long, long time. Yes, Airfix brought one out, but I felt it was too small. And it wasn't really this one. It was the Sea King. But that's the one I'm doing. It was between this one and then there's another one, which is like a sort of high fluorescent red. More than that one there.
Yeah, it's the Navy AC Rescue course.
Yeah. And you've got these really quite marvellous decals there. They look really well done. So I highly, I saw Phil Flory build this kit, and that is where I got the. That's where I fell in love with it. And I've just always wanted it, and fortune smiled upon me and circumstances, and I was able to purchase it. So I got it, and they are becoming quite rare to get hold of. There are the odd few still knocking about if you have a look, but there's two different versions. There's this one. And then there's the Navy. Is it the RAF Navy one? I know this says Navy on the side, but
the H2, which is the H5, which is the Navy one.
Yeah.
And I think the other one is the HAS2 or something like that, which is the RAF.
Yeah. Yeah, it's slightly different, but they're the other ones you can make on it.
Yeah, green parrot. The yellow RAF one, the Royal Navy one, and the Marine colour jungly one.
Yes, very impressed. So that's what I bought myself there. And I also went down to the range and looked around for quite some time and settled on these. These were, I think they were $4.99 for 10. I won't use the biggest two. I'll probably use for dusting, but I got those, and I will use them. They'll go in my jar, and I'll use them as and when. So, has everyone shown what they've bought this week?
So let's go right into the topic since you showed your airplane, Mark.
Right. Let me just bring us all back. So, this week, we were going to look at what makes a good kit. What do you think? Is it the box art, the instructions, the actual build itself? perhaps you don't bother with the instructions. I know a lot of modelers don't care about the instructions and they like to build it straight out of the box as is. Maybe that's you. Maybe a good kit is that. Maybe you like the challenge. I've bought a lot of Revel kits and built those knowing that, or Airfix even, knowing that they don't fit very well, and thoroughly enjoyed putting them together. Case in point, dog just going a bit nuts there. Case in point, the Phantom. The Phantom that I built, about that, that was considered a poor kit, and I really enjoyed putting it together. And at the end, I've got this really nice kit. The same with the Spitfire that I put together. I was told it was dreadful, and I enjoyed that. Gordon knows what I mean. It's and I'm sure most modelers do. Sometimes it's nice to have a challenge. So, what makes a good kit? And I'm going to leave that open now. Who wants to kick it off? What, when I'm going to say straight off, the first thing that grabs me with any good kit has to be the artwork, the box. That's your first impression, isn't it?
Oh, this is it, isn't it? When we were all younger, a lot of us bought the kits because you saw the box lid and you went, wow, I want to build that. And that's what sold the kit. The box art could be brilliant, but the kit inside could be naff. But nowadays you're getting good box art and you're getting good kits in the boxes as well now.
Yeah. I've solely bought kits based on what the box looks like. I've done that and I've been equally disappointed and thrilled at the same time. Some kits have been dreadful, and I've thought, but other kits have been, good box art, and they've been thoroughly enjoyable to build as well. I think Bandai falls probably into that category. Their kits are quite enjoyable to build. They're not too difficult. They're not taxing as such. And I would say that they fall in the category of a good kit.
Yeah, good mojo builders.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It is good mojo builders. What about you, Josh? What do you think makes a good kit?
So I'm going to use this truck as an example.
Right.
This truck can be built 3 different ways. And it comes, all of it comes in the truck. That's the kind of kits I like, where you have more than one option. That way you're not seeing the same kit from the same person the exact same way every time. You can change it up a little bit. And I like that. I mean, box arts are cool, don't get me wrong, but like you get that picture.
Right, okay.
That picture sells me more on kits than the box art.
And that's what is it's a bit difficult. It was a bit difficult to see for me. Let me just bring your picture up.
It's an AMT 53 Ford.
Can you show us that side picture again so that we can get a now we've got your full screen.
Doesn't help.
Right.
That picture sells me more on new kits than anything.
So are you saying all of that stuff is in that kit?
Yeah.
So you've got your custom parts, and then you've also got the detailed custom.
Yeah. It's
wow. That's quite.
It's supposed to be. You can do a service truck.
Right.
So it's going to have motors, tanks, tools, all kinds of stuff. But Like, I mean, even this helicopter I showed earlier. I mean, box art.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the actual picture of the helicopter. That's cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily sell me on the kit, but you get some of these other pictures on the back of the detailed stuff, like the window.
Yeah.
That window picture, that will sell me more on the kit than the box art.
See, I differ in opinion there slightly because I'm not a big fan of this artwork of Rebels. I guess I've not. It's the same with Airfix. They've got some beautiful artwork, but then they dominate half the box with, in Rebels' case, a big red band. Have they done it on that one? Is that a Rebel kit? Yeah, is that an
NPC? But it's still the. I'll show the box art here.
Yeah, let's have a look. I'm going to be proved wrong now, but oh, I am going to be proved wrong. Is that an Airfix kit? No, that's NPC.
NPC.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, but if Airfix done that, there'd be a diagonal line about a third of the way across at the top, and half of it would be a red band, and you got the Airfix logo. I get that they're advertising their product. I get that, but. I'd like to see more of the. There's an artist sat down and done a proper picture, drew a proper picture for a lot of their stuff. Again, I'm using Airfix. I don't mean to, just pick on them. Other companies do the same thing, but I do like when you've got more of that because you can use them as reference pictures as well.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I'd like to see in instruction manuals, some reference photos. How cool would that be? I think Wingnut Wings do it. I'm not entirely sure. And I know that Zuki Mora do it because I've got one of their kits. So I think that would go a long way to selling a kit. I think people might even pay a tiny little bit more to have reference photos thrown in and a much nicer instruction booklet.
So you're talking about, hopefully it doesn't mess up. You're talking about like the Warhammer stuff, right? Where you have the paint schemes and stuff for the back.
Yeah, I like the way that Citadel do that. They do have everything laid out. They tell you the colours you need, and they even instruct you for complete beginners. They tell you in which order to put them on.
Decal sheet,
Yeah.
There. Let's show a build page.
It would be nice.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, here we go. All the different options.
Yeah.
Yeah, different options in one kit, so you can make it stock, custom, or build it how you like, basically.
I mean,
all good stuff. Airfix got it right with. I think they got it partially right with the putting the paint in for each kit. So you buy a kit and it's already included. I mean, it's just a pity that some of them paints are not great. But I guess you can't have everything. So Revel do it with some of their kits, don't they?
If you flip the screen back, Mark, I'll show you what we've been on about.
Yeah.
Right. Josh has just shown that, and we were talking about Airfix, right?
Yeah.
That is the new Airfix Spitfire, right? Which is the one that I'm building. not the Tammy one, it's the one, right? And you get your two options that you can build from the kit on the side, right? Airfix instructions for your painting guide, right? And one thing I do like that Airfix have started doing is with their instructions, where are we? You build the steps up, but when you start adding parts together, it shows you in red where your previous step was.
Yes, yeah, I do like that. I mean, their instructions have improved a massive amount from their previous ones. They overhauled them recently, didn't they? They totally sort of updated them.
You build the cockpit up there, and then it shows you it glued in down there, and then infused. So Airfix are heading in the right direction. They've overhauled their instructions, right? They've got rid of their the crappy decals that they used to have from years ago when they're using quality printers now. So the decals aren't too bad. So
yeah, they're with Cartograph, aren't they? Cartograph do all their decals.
Yeah, they're on the way up and stuff. So
it's yeah, that I really do like Airfix. I mean, they got took over by was it a German company that took them over at one point? And
I can't remember where it was, but they basically
ran it into the ground.
They just decimated the company, didn't they? But now Hornby wants to rebuild it again.
Yeah, so then they got rid of, I'll tell you what, there's a whole documentary that was brought out around the time that Airfix came back, as it were. And it's quite tragic what happened to them. This company took over them and basically sold off most of the molds, and I don't think they sacked him. I think he left of his own free will, but they got rid of the one guy that knew what he was talking about, was very passionate about Airfix, and they got rid of him. Or he left. I think he might have left. He came back, and since he's been back, the company seems to be going from strength to strength. They're really improving. Whether it's going to be enough to see them through this period we're in now, we'll have to wait and see. I've contacted Airfix 3 times now to try and get somebody to come on to interview. They answered the first time, but the last 2 attempts have gone completely they've not replied to them. So hopefully if somebody from Airfix happens to click on and watch this, get in touch, because we'd love to interview and put a positive spin on it as well.
Yeah, where Airfix are planning on going.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, what are you planning on doing? Excellent. So that leads us to bear with me. I've had a week where I've been jotting down notes of things that we needed to discuss and stuff like that. And so now then, there's been some news, and Gordon's. We tasked Gordon with finding out about this, and he's going to share some information with us now, which I think I was very surprised. I'm not going to spoil it. So, Gordon, off you go.
Yeah, well, this is it. There's been rumours going around for some time about wings, and what's happened with the sold the moulds off and they just shoot shot, or because there's been no confirmation of what's happening. But a strange thing has happened. Last year at Telford, I was having a look at the new kit that should have been released for the Nationals this year at Telford, which was the Fokker DR1 triplane, the Red Baron. And with them tripping shot, oh well, that's a kit we've lost. And then all of a sudden, Maine announces that they're doing a Fokker triplane. So rumours started going round, and I've done a little bit of snooping, and it's been announced that the Wingnut Wings Fokker DR1 is going to be released by Maine Models, the Fokker DR1 triplane flown by Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron. So basically, the sprue shots that I've seen of the main kit and the sprue shots that I saw last year at Telford of the Wingnut Wings kit, it's the same kit. So that's thrown up more questions.
What are the chances of two model companies creating two model kits at the same time that closely?
Yeah, well, this is it. Maine have actually announced that it is the Wingnut Wings kit.
Right? So they've come out and said that Wingnut Wings have come out and said that Maine are doing their.
Maine have come out and said that their Fokker triplane is the Wingnut Wing kit.
Right, and I believe that puts Wingnut Wings in a bad light, because didn't they say a couple of years ago all their models were done in house?
Yeah, well, this is it. There's been sneaky suspicions for some time now that Wingnut Wings were obviously tied in with a Far East company somewhere, because to actually design a kit, do all the tooling and stuff, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, pounds, yen, or whatever, right? Have they really got that knowledge and that backing to do it, or are they using a third-party manufacturer? And to me, it looks like Maine have been producing the Wingnut kits all along.
So there must have been some agreement that they weren't allowed to say anything, or
well,
if it turns out to be true, that is, because
it's a bit ominous by Wingnut Wings silence, right? Wingnut Wings have not actually said anything, but Maine Models have said that this Fokker triplane is the Wingnut Wings kit. So does that mean, because Wingnut Wings has folded, are Maine going to start doing the World War I aircraft? So
see, I've been a bit confused by the whole thing, because I heard that Wingnut Wings. So this is how it went for me. At the beginning of the COVID, it came out, Wingnut Wings said they weren't shipping any more kits until after the COVID thing had settled down. That I got that, right?
Yeah.
Then a couple of weeks later, I started hearing rumours that Wingnut Wings has gone under. But I hadn't heard anything from Wingnut Wings.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
And that was it for me. And then since then, all I ever hear is like people just confirming, yeah, they've gone under, but nothing from Wingnut Wings to say yes, we have gone under, or no, we haven't. And as we all know, silence.
From what I've been able to glean, Wingnut Wings haven't gone under. They've just ceased trading. They've stopped producing kits. All the staff have been laid off. Everybody's been made redundant, and it's because the guy owns Wingnut Wings. He doesn't owe shareholders any money. It's his baby. So if he was shot,
I don't know about that, because he took a bunch of money from Australia to employ people when he was making millions of dollars being a director too. Right?
From what I've heard and from what has been about, he just basically shut shop and that's it. All the staff's been laid off and that's it, and they're not producing any more kits.
I don't know. I'm lost as to what.
Well, this is the same as Josh says. It's a bit ominous by their silence. But
yeah, exactly.
If you're the owner of the company and you're the sole owner of the company, because he's the sole owner of the company, registered at business, house or whatever it is, right? He can do what he wants.
I know this is going to sound stupid, but is what's his name? Pete Jackson, is it?
Yeah,
I think so.
Is he actually the owner of that company, or has he? Because from everything I was hearing, his name didn't come up much when they were talking about the hierarchy of the company. It was somebody else's name. So his name never really came up much.
But it's almost as if they've gone into the office on the Monday morning. He's made the decision. That's it. We're not producing any more kits. You're all made redundant. Here's your pay. And they've locked the door on the way out. And that's been it, basically. And there's been nothing after. So we don't know whether they're going to produce kits at a later date, or are Meng going to start producing the wing kits in a main box. What's happened to the 32nd scale Lancaster and other aircraft that they've got planned?
One of which Gordon's desperate to get hold of.
Which it's just like you just come up against a brick wall. Nobody knows anything because nobody's saying anything. But the first bit of ray of light out of all this was Meng saying they're going to be doing the Fokker triplane. But are they going to be producing other wing kits, or is it just that one that they're going to do?
I think they're going to do more, right? I didn't read the whole article, but it sounded like they were going to do more, right?
Yeah, well, this is it. I've read a couple of snippets and little bits and pieces here and there, and it's same as you've said, Josh. It sounds like that they're doing the Fokker triplane at the minute because that was the next release, and then there could be reboxes of the other main the wings kits, but nobody seems to know. Everybody's been extremely tight-lipped about it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure that we probably won't hear anything till after the new year.
Oh, this is it. I've got a funny feeling until all this settles down and things sort of get back to some form of normality. I think the first thing you're going to start noticing, if anything, is kits coming out from Meng. Well, yeah, time will tell, and we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, let's face it, Meng do bloody good kits. Would we really be that surprised if it turned out that Meng were doing Wingnut Wings kits? Would it be that big of a shock? Because their standard is very high.
Oh, this is it. You look at some of the latest release kits and some of the armour and stuff that they've done, right? Some of the detail that they're producing in plastic is up there with the best.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things. Where's it going to go? What's happening? People have got questions that they want answered, but nobody's getting any answers because nobody said anything.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of questions, nobody's got any questions.
Oh, this is it. We've got 6 people in chat.
Yeah, there were comments there before.
6 people there, but
is there something, any reason why I need to make sure that I haven't blocked it for some reason without knowing?
no, I've got it showing there's 6 in live chat. Me and Josh have said hi.
So if anyone in chat could just quickly type hello or something, or even just give a thumbs up so we can check.
Or if you have a question, you can ask it.
Yeah. We'll leave that one there.
So while we get a question, Gordon or Mark, do you want to show the picture or whatever you were going to show?
Yes. So obviously, not last week, the week before, I sort of suggested that we could all pick a photo or picture of somebody's work that we were particularly impressed with, and the object being, you know, we'd go around each of us in turn and show this what we felt was exceptional work and highlight it. The only stipulation was it couldn't be anyone professional in the sense of the word that they do it for a living. So who wants to go first on this one?
Well, it's down to you two because I ain't got anything.
Yeah. Now, Gordon, you weren't here last week, were you?
Nah.
No. Actually, none of us were here last week because I was off ill as well. But you weren't here the week we mentioned it. So it's really down to me and Josh. Josh, do you want to go first?
Mine's actually pretty cool looking. Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Right. Okay.
And page 2 that's really, really cool.
Right. Now, bear with me because this is the first time we've done this. So first of all, I'm going to bring me up to full screen. And then I'm going to share screen. Share. And hopefully you should see, is that working right?
Yeah.
So I've been following this chap. I'm sorry to whoever or however you say his name, but it looks like Nat. I'm just going to call him Nat, or Nate. It's probably Nate, actually. So Nate is building this kit, and the paintwork on it is phenomenal. I've been following him very closely, and his work is just absolutely out of this world. And he's got a few pictures here, so we're just going to look through them. Look at that.
Is that the Airfix 24 scale Hellcat?
Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, that is just. I'm so. Look at it. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful work. Very impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hellcats did get pretty well battered over the Far East with the heat, the sun and stuff. Yeah, that's... I like how he's got the stains down the inner part of the wing there.
Yeah, let's see if we can. There's another one. And it truly is magnificent.
Yeah.
It's one of the best
as well.
Oh, sorry, that's one of his other pictures. But yeah, so there we go. Like Gordon says, the work along the shadow work along there, and the individual, the sort of squares.
Yeah, the bleaching of certain panels and stuff, how the paint's washed out. Especially at the background, the 6J, where it looks really bleached.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a really good job of it. And it's not finished. It's still a work in progress. I mean, look, if we go to the detail in the armor, I'd love to see that picture from the top.
Yeah, the gun base.
Right. So that really is my modeler of the week. Look at look how clean that canopy is.
Yeah, that's polishing that, has.
Yeah, and it's not easy to get like that. I still struggle to get anywhere near that. That level of finish is remarkable, and yeah. So, and I don't know this chap Nate or Nat. I've spoken to him a couple of occasions, but the work is exceptional. So he was my pick for the week. There we go. So, Josh.
I think you have to stop sharing first before.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
So, do you want to read the comments first?
Oh, have we got some come up?
Yeah.
Right, bear with me while I try and figure out why. Have we stopped sharing?
Yeah.
Right, well, why is my screen not come back? I have lost part of my. There we go. Thank God for that. Okay, yeah. There's. Where did all these come from? Were they already there, or?
You asked for people to comment, so they have done.
Oh wow! So we've got Plastic Monkey, which is Paul. Saying hello to everyone, I think. Ricciardo, new viewer, but I've been speaking to. Yes, hi, how are you doing? I don't want to butcher your name. Ricciardetto. I'm just going to call you Ricky. There we go. Hi, Ricky. Well done. Just been busy all week. Excellent. So we move. What were we doing? We're moving over to
entire screen.
Sorry?
Josh is going to show us his photo.
Yes, so now it's Josh's turn to show. Right, you can bear with me while I just add it to the stream. There you go. Oh,
it's kind of a video. I don't know if it started already.
I think it has.
Here. I'll start it over here.
And this is all done by hand, I take it?
I don't know. I have no idea, but it's cool looking. That's a Night Titan on Eve. I call it Evier Metal. It's a figure painting page. But just the video on this I thought was really cool looking.
Yeah, well, that's what this is about. This whole thing is about what have you looked at that interested you? That is a bloody good level of detail on that, isn't there?
Yeah, and I kind of went down the rabbit hole today when I found this picture. He does a bunch of Night Titans and stuff that are just phenomenal. So.
Wow. What size is that?
I don't have a Night Titan box in front of me. So It's whatever the miniature figure is. It because that's the exoskeleton for some.
Yeah.
And I think some of the outer like that that's a regular one, but the back or the top shield plate or whatever you call it,
Right.
I think that's resin from that head's probably a resin piece that he's done. I've never seen an axe like that, so that's probably 3D printed. But it's just phenomenal. And then he's got other Night Titans in the base part.
Oh, Christ! That's the big Night Titans that Gil used to paint.
Yeah.
So it's not a small one. That's quite a big one. That's what are we talking about? 8 inches tall.
Yeah, that looks like it's quite a big model, doesn't it?
Yeah. Really cool. Let's see. But yeah, I thought that was worth.
Yeah, I agree. That was worth looking at. What does everyone?
Yeah, it's definitely amazing work there, isn't it?
Okay, stop sharing.
Excellent.
Did it work?
So, what have I done with me notes? Lost me notes now. To be honest, I think we've covered everything we meant to cover tonight. I will announce that we've got some new guests lined up. First of all, I'm going to tentatively say the 21st of July. I think we may be having Jeff Lovelace. Now, for those that don't know, Jeff Lovelace is the creator and brains behind Paint Rack. I know there'll be a lot of you out there that have used that app. It's a fantastic app. And
what day, Mark?
The 21st of July.
You know that's a Tuesday, right?
Right, so I'm completely wrong with that then. Bear with me. Let me just check my calendar because... Oh, come on.
But that's really cool because Paint Rack just now uploaded the new iOS software for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm still showing it as a Sunday. 21st of July, I'm still showing as a Sunday, Josh.
June 21st.
July 21st.
Not this year. It's a Tuesday.
Why's my watch saying it's a Sunday?
June 21st is a Sunday, which is today.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
July Sundays is the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I'm looking at June. Oh. Yeah. Oh, right. Can't cut that out either.
Goes down on the blooper reel.
Yeah, no, can't cut it out. It's already gone out live. Yeah, my apologies. July 21st. I'm going to have to. I did say tentatively. Yeah, tentatively. I said July the 21st and immediately was corrected. So I actually need to get in touch with Jeff and remake that. Hopefully he will watch this and see. 21st. So really, we want to be looking at the 19th. Would be the correct date. Am I correct there?
19th is Sunday.
Yeah. Thank God that there's other people in here that check these things, because I honestly thought I was right on that. So, that covers everything. It's a bit of a short one tonight, really. But I think we've covered everything we wanted to talk about. I am putting more effort into the channel. There's going to be some reviews coming up and so on. I'm going to be reviewing that fly kit so we can have a closer look at it. I've also got an ICM figure to review. And generally loads of topics and things that we're going to talk about. If if any of you that are viewing have any topics that you want to see us discuss, then drop one of us a line, message one of us and just say, I think this needs looking into, or things like that. We need the support of the community to help us go forward. Any of you guys got anything you need to add?
Not really. If anybody got anything that they want us to find out or anything, just stick it up in chat.
Yeah.
And still remember, we do have the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's the Facebook page. If you've got any queries or anything like that, you can go on there. There's always somebody around that can help. So yeah.
If you want to post any pictures of the work, post it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, so you can either go to the Spruecast page itself, which is the podcast channel, or there's the Sprue Surgery Waiting Room, which is like the sister channel for Spruecast. Just pop in there. You can put your pictures up. There's also a hangout at weekends. We have a hangout on a Friday and Saturday night. We don't have one on a Sunday night because we record. We go from there. All you need is a working microphone and camera if you want to be part of the hangout. It's a good laugh. We have a good time. It's just.
Yeah, we've had a question come up, Mark, from Ricardetto, or Rick as you like to be called. A bit off topic, but what are your feelings on Code 3 models?
What is that?
Right.
Totally lost to that one. It's caught us there.
Yeah. Ricky, could you when you say Code 3 models, is that a company, or you've caught us on the hop there a bit? I've no. I can't.
This is it, Code 3. I've never heard of them. Where are they, and what do they do? Is it aircraft, military, sci-fi, Gundam type stuff, or Warhammer?
Me and Ricky have been talking about, because one of the things that I watch, apart when sometimes I don't watch all YouTube videos on modeling. I've also got an interest in fixing small corgi cars. There's a guy that comes on, and all he does is repair small die-cast cars. And the state of some of them is absolutely tremendous. They're crushed beyond belief, but he repairs them. And
Oh,
I'm thinking that I would like to get into that and do that a bit. And I wonder whether that might be
Yeah,
what
it
it's
is.
about.
Yeah, it's restoring old toy models, dinky Matchbox. It's what matey Matchbox makeovers.
Well, right. So, yeah, he's off topic, but I don't think it really is. So, I don't know if any of you have seen Marty's Matchbox makeovers.
Yeah,
And as I've said already, he takes a badly damaged, crushed car, windows all smashed in, A pillars are gone, wheels have fallen off, and he just restores them to brand new. And he does a car in about a half-hour segment, starting with you look at it and then you strip the paint and so on and so forth. And I'll tell you what, it's absolutely mesmerizing, really. I've had no interest in modeling whatsoever. I've been on a real mojo low, and I go and watch this guy, and I leave thinking, I've really got to get hold of some of these dinky cars and try and repair some. And the thing is, there's a whole community out there that does this.
yeah,
And we're totally oblivious to it.
yeah. They do 3D printed replacement wheels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
3D printed interiors and stuff.
So, yes, that's something I'm going to get into because we spoke the other night on this. I went through all the latest kits that were coming out, and nothing really tickled my fancy, as it were. But yeah, I could see somebody giving me an old smashed up Corgi, I don't know, Ford Fiesta, whatever it is, and then working on that to try and make it look great again. Yeah, I love that idea, and it's not as easy as it sounds. But yeah, I'm certainly up for that.
Screen.
Sorry?
Let me share my screen.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Check this out. This is some of that stuff on that. And is it showing? Yeah, it's showing. Okay.
Yeah. Can we bring up? Let me try and do that. There we go.
Isn't that cool looking? I don't know what else is on this page, but I mean that looks really cool.
Is that?
It's Code 3 models. It's up here.
All right. So this is what they do. They do spare parts, or
it looks like they're restoring die-cast cars, trucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So
that looks.
I think we might start including, or I might start including a little bit of that into the into the show each week, into the podcast. I might start introducing that. We'll see how it goes.
Sorry, my computer's kind of glitching for a moment, but
yeah.
I mean, that's a billboard for a bus station. Or bus stop.
Yeah. So it's almost like the Hornby stuff with the.
That's a Mini Cooper.
They're very detailed, aren't they? Really, for
ambulance, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe not an ambulance. Maybe
it looks like a recovery truck or breakdown van, doesn't it?
I don't know. This particular page said it was set up in the UK, so I.
Yeah, so I mean, Ricky actually doesn't live that far from me either. He's about 6 miles. He lives in the same town as my daughter, actually.
That's cool. I like
that. Yeah.
All right, let's. Well, there's your helicopter.
Where's 6?
Is that the same one?
It looks like I don't know if it's the exact same one.
Yes, very good. So I don't know if we were. Yeah, the Marty's Matchbox Makeovers. That's the one I watch as well.
That's cool.
Oh, wow. That's very generous of you, Ricky. Thank you very much. Ricky's just saying he'll give me some Matchbox cars to have a go at. I can see a whole new hobby sort of branching off a little bit. Still the same, but, you know, it's another string to my bow. I quite like the idea of that. Excellent. So, yeah, I don't think it is off topic. Would you say it's off topic?
No. They're all models at the end of the day. Just made out of things.
What about you, Josh? Off topic or not?
Anything's off topic, really, but you can bring it back into the topic just a little bit each time, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about this podcast is the fact that it's supposed to be a friendly atmosphere where everyone can chat without fear of any sort of prejudice or anything like that. That's the whole thing behind this channel, is just to promote the hobby and treat everyone with the respect that they deserve, and have a good time. And if we achieve that, then I think we've done well.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
So, with that said, I don't think there's a lot else for us to add at this point. I'd like to thank you all for watching. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. So it's bye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye.
See you all next week, guys. Take care. Be safe.